All right, everybody. Hey, welcome to a quick little impromptu Facebook Live this afternoon. It is Monday, 8 p.m. Central Time here in Auburn, and it's about it's mid 40s, so it's a little chilly out, but we're doing okay. Tonight, I just wanted to bring Gusty on. Gusty is a business partner of mine. We went into business together about 9 months ago, and we're not looking back. And we had a real powerful conversation this morning with Dave Conord and a mastermind event with a bunch of awesome, really high producing real estate agents across Alabama. And so I was just really excited, and I wanted to bring some of that energy to everyone that I know that's in my sphere, that's people here in Auburn and people from my hometown, Phoenix City, Columbus, Smith Station, even pretty much anywhere you are around the U.S. If I met you at Inman. I just kind of wanted to bring the energy going into the holidays and getting everyone prepped for 2021. And so I won't talk anymore. That's enough about me. Gusty, go ahead and introduce yourself to everyone.
Oh, cool, man. Well, first off, hey, I just want to say I'm so excited for you and your family. You're about to add one very soon.
Very soon.
So that's exciting. So I'm very happy for y'all. But hey, everybody, my name is Gusty Gulas, and I run the top team in the Birmingham, Alabama market called the Gusty Gulas Group. And we've been at EXP for about a year and a half. And not only is our team growing and going to have our best year ever, looks like we're on track to close about 460 homes for about 120 million in volume. So very happy about that. But we're also growing EXP all around the country. So not only Alabama, but into Georgia, and actually have a conversation with somebody in South Carolina in the morning. Have conversations, it seems like all over the country these days. And so I spend a lot of time growing a real estate team. I spent a lot of time growing eXp Realty, which I just really love. Flipping a house right now,
Cool.
have it under contract. And I've just got I've got a lot of irons in the fire, and I love it. So thanks for the invite, and love to chat, and especially if it's with a business partner of mine. So
Yeah. And for everyone that doesn't know Gusty, Gusty is someone that I like to text late in the evenings before we're having this conversation tonight on Monday. I sent him a text earlier. I was like, man, I'm pretty fired up. This morning, we were fortunate enough to get Dave Conord, the president of EXP, here on a private mastermind group, and he brought the heat. He brought the heat this morning. And we're going to just touch on a couple things that I just thought were just amazing. I think he's got a great outlook. He's obviously well vetted on several brokerages or franchises,
right.
if I'm not mistaken. But I just note, and I wanted Gusty to kind of come in and maybe fill the gaps for me a little bit on some of the things we talked about that were what he talked about, which kind of played off of EXPCON, which if you guys are not familiar with EXPCON, or if you're not even in the real estate world, it's okay. EXPCON was our virtual conference that's held every year. It's typically, I think, in Las Vegas. Is that right, Gusty?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, correct.
Yeah, and EXPCON was the first big conference held on the Virbela platform, which is owned by eXp World Holdings.
Second.
And
we had shareholder summit earlier.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so it's the second. It's the second. But anyways, it was a really great event. Tons of learning. There was a lot of great announcements, along with our new logo that you're going to see all over all of our marketing already, which we've already put in place. Already ordered some swag for that. And also, real quick, something that a lot of people don't realize it's hitting the United States right now is commercial. With eXp Commercial. Can you expand a little bit on what eXp's plan is with the commercial end, and kind of why they're going that route?
Yeah, for sure. So so recently, about 45 days ago, eXp announced a president of commercial real estate, and his name is Jim Wong, and he used to be the president of Sperry Commercial Global Associates. And Jim is also the past president of ARIA, which is the Asian Real Estate Association. And so he has a lot of global contacts. Obviously, he's ran a top 10 commercial real estate firm for some years, and he saw the opportunity with EXP, and basically EXP has given him the keys to kind of build what he would like in in a commercial firm. And so what I have found, and even with my friends that are in the commercial real estate business, is it's really an antiquated system, and the compensation structures are antiquated. The cost to do business is very expensive. The cost to have licenses for things like CoStar and like LoopNet Premium there's some other ones and I can't think of the names right offhand because I don't use them, but there are a lot of different things, pieces of technology that the commercial realtors use. But when you bundle all of that up, it costs thousands of dollars on a monthly basis to have access to it.
Yeah.
So the power of EXP going from not only a nationwide company, we're now a global company. They have, when you have that kind of, when you have those kind of numbers, you're able to get some pretty sweet deals. And so if there is a commercial agent that just might be happen to watch this, you really need to dial in on what EXP Commercial is coming down. So EXP Commercial wants to be a top 10 commercial brokerage in the next year. So by the end of 2021, a top 10 commercial brokerage. I have no doubts that that's going to happen.
Seeing what they're doing with the realty side, I think
yes,
is a big indicator of how heavy they're about to go into it.
for sure.
Are they going to be offering the same type of program with rev share and all that jazz with it? Man.
Yeah. So it's they're going to be, everybody is going to be on an 80-20.
Yeah.
And 80-20 from a comp structure is almost unheard of in the commercial world.
Mm-hmm.
Most comp plans are 45-55, 50-50.
I didn't know that.
Not too many that are out there that are 80-20. And they get a cap as well. They get a $20,000 cap. So on the residential side, they get a we get a $16,000 cap. On the commercial side, they get a $20,000 cap. If you are in commercial real estate, it is an absolute no-brainer.
Yeah.
And then the monthly fee is $500 a month. And now that seems a lot to residential agents because we pay $85 a month, but the value that the commercial agents get for that $500 a month, if they got everything themselves, it'd probably be $1,500 to $2,000 plus a month.
Oh, geez.
It's an amazing deal.
Oh, wow. So
revenue shares there, stock awards are there. I mean, like all of the fantastic benefits that EXP has put together, it's there for commercial.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Man, that's cool.
So do y'all have many like commercial firms in
Auburn? They're mostly tied in together. So it's commercial and residential kind of all tied in together. There's a lot of just kind of mom and pop that have kind of set up and been here for a long time. So I'd be curious to get their feedback. I mean, just honestly pure curiosity from here.
Yeah.
That's because I don't operate in the commercial world, and I don't know. It sounds great, but I'd love to get some feedback from some people. But let's move on to Success Magazine. I thought that was, man. So I was kind of scratching my head when they announced it, and I couldn't wrap my head around it at first. Why they would be buying a media company that owns a magazine that's been around forever, but it makes sense. I mean, with entrepreneurs and everything, I think there's some groups down the line that Dave kind of alluded to this morning. I'm like burning with wanting to know what those opportunities are going to be. I think there's some localized opportunities that can come with that. So that'll be for recognition purposes and stuff. So, proof of concept type things.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think it's definitely an interesting move. I was not expecting that. But what I have come to learn from our leadership at EXP is they're always looking to make very smart investments. they EXP Glenn Sanford, the founder, has always really had a good partnership with Success Magazine, and I think the opportunity just kind of came about where he could acquire it, and or EXPI could acquire it. So in essence, we're all investors in Success Magazine and everything that they've kind of put together through the years. But it's really, I think what it really boils down to from our side of things, it's going to present some opportunities as far as personal development and coaching.
Yeah, he
And
mentioned that. He mentioned I'm not super familiar with the whole media company side of it, just really the
yeah,
magazine from what they sent me, but
yeah,
I'm sure I'm going to learn a lot more.
yeah. Well, it's going to be, really what it boils down to is it's additional revenue streams. Um, I mean, Success is already a successful brand and already has, revenue coming in. And so, they've named a president, Dan Hobbs, or excuse me, Don Hobbs. And Don has ran a very successful marketing company, and so I'm
Hmm.
excited about him, taking the helm and really running with it. So I think
Yeah,
it's really got some, some neat stuff. It's kind of like to be determined. Like it's
yeah,
it's pretty neat that they've made this acquisition, but what is really going to come down the pipeline? And I think that there's going to be a lot of benefits for not only agents, but probably a lot of our affiliates as well.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think the success thing is kind of we're just now starting to climb that hill to see what it's all about, and once we all get that eye view at the top, we're gonna start to understand what they're really doing. I think Glenn Sanford and them, just their vision is just. I think that was one of the most attractive things to me personally.
Yeah.
When you start looking at leadership and you start really learning about leaders, and I've spent literally my entire career in real estate. I cut out music, listen to podcasts and books, and listen to leadership. And when I heard those guys talk, I was like, they're sharp. They're
Oh yeah.
real sharp. You realize that there's a lot of iron sharpening iron, as everyone seems to say in at this company.
Mm.
So it should be really interesting to see. Another thing is talked about with the broker up in Birmingham. Just to kind of segue a little bit, he was talking about some of our goals for EXP Alabama, which I thought was pretty cool, kind of a top-down thing.
Yeah.
He busted out. He wanted to see 1,000 agents by the end of 2021. Um,
Oh, that's
judging,
so doable.
I know, judging by the
It
growth.
might happen by the end of 2020.
Well,
No, it actually it's probably might happen by the end of the first quarter of 2021. It's probably more realistic. But hey, I'm telling you, like I think we're almost at 700 agents
yeah,
in
I
the
think
state of Alabama.
when Dave said we're going to be at 42K by the end of the year, I was like, dude,
That's global. Yeah,
I know it's globally, but I joined
yeah,
in March or April 26th,
like
2020,
28,000. How many?
28,000.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Well, I mean, and when I joined in August of 2019, it was 22,000.
geez, the
And
growth is
here's the
crazy.
crazy part. When I first took a deep dive look at EXP in August of 17, there was like 2,500. It
That
just took
is
me 2 years
wild.
to make the change.
I know. Well, so you've got also Dave's goal of 100,000 by the end of 2021, which
Mm,
it
globally, yeah.
honestly just doesn't even sound crazy. But it sounds like it's very doable. I think
Yeah.
with how aggressive Michael Valdez, and the leadership crew is, and what they're doing, and they've really implanted themselves in countries around the world.
Mhm.
Seeing how they're doing that, I think the expansion is just going to be like wildfire. No offense,
Yeah.
California. Um,
Yeah. And today they opened up India.
I know,
So
I
they opened like about a month ago, 3 weeks ago, they opened up South Africa.
yeah.
Um, and then they've opened up India today. And then I believe within the next few weeks, Mexico is opening, and then as well as France and Portugal. So like we've got a referral for someone in France So I was talking with a France broker this morning, trying to figure out like where I can send this referral to. So it's pretty crazy.
I don't. I guess you just use the same referral form or something.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, whatever. So, just looking at kind of my notes that were just terribly written this morning. Um, One thing I really loved that was said, and I think Dave said it, or you said it, or somebody said it, but it was honestly, it was about retiring with dignity. And for some reason, I wrote it down on a notepad, and it really, really resonated with me because I have a goal of being able to personally retire by the time I'm 50 if I really truly want to. We know that's not going to happen. I'll never leave working, but
Never retire.
yeah, never retire. But my dad's 73 and works every day. Um, but I think in the real estate industry, this is a big problem. It's a huge problem. People that retire,
Yeah,
and looking at what the future is with EXP and what they're doing for me and my family and what they're doing for everyone else. Uh, doing it through helping and serving others. I just thought that was so huge. And that was coming from the president of EXP. He's talking. He's like, we're not here to sit here and just be recruiters. He's like, I want to see you be the best in your area, because I want to see you be a master agent. I want to see you do a bunch of deals and just be so energized by the company and what you're doing that you want to tell other people that people want to be with successful people. You chase success. And I
sure.
thought that was so cool. He was talking about, the law of the lid from John Maxwell, which is just super cool to hear coming out of his mouth. And then an army of lions and not sheep. And so those just had me kind of like, honestly, I have a standing desk, and I put it all the way to the top the whole day. And I showed up to work this morning, and I was wearing my running shoes. And Laurel, our operations manager, I looked at her, I go, I wore my running shoes today. She said, why? I was like, I'm about to chase down these leads. And so that was my dad joke for the day. That was my dad joke for the day. But I was really pumped today. I just wanted to come on and let everyone kind of know a little bit behind the scenes, that we're not just, it's not all just, showing homes and writing contracts. There's just so much more behind it. And it's living with a purpose. And I was just so pumped about it. And I wanted to have you on. And do you have any thoughts on any of that stuff that was said this morning?
Yeah, one thing that you just mentioned was like, I feel like as agents, we like do a dang good job of planning everything for everybody else,
Yeah.
and then we forget to plan for ourselves. And so, this company allows some, fantastic opportunities to do that, and in the form of, the agent equity program, where we're able to, invest 5% of our commissions to buy stock at a 10% discount. I don't know of any other real estate company that's allowing that. Now, I mean, especially with a stock increase this year, a couple of my friends have become millionaires just based off the stock, which is unbelievable.
Yeah, we've 4x since we came in. It
Oh
was
yeah,
$8 and change, and now it's
yeah,
it's
40
floating in the
plus.
mid 40s.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So, and then, you've got a chance, like I rolled my brokerage into EXP, and, now I feel like I truly am growing an asset. And so, with one of our, revenue, arms is something called revenue share. Well, I can will that to my wife if something happens to me, or I can will it to my kids. So I'm growing I'm growing an asset, where running a brokerage and growing a brokerage, I was not.
Can you
Uh,
expand on that a little bit?
yeah.
Why is that not? Just
Okay.
curious. Well, I mean, I think
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know, but if anyone doesn't understand, like,
Yeah, yeah. So like, so we grew a top 500 real estate brokerage in Birmingham. We were a top 4 real estate brokerage in Birmingham. And when you look at either going through a merger or selling, you basically sell based on how many people go to the new company, or stay at the whatever the company is, and you get paid based off of a 3-year payout based on revenue. And so You get typically 100% off the first year of what, the agents that stayed with you, what they, work with on the company. The second year you get 50% payout. The third year you get 25% payout. Well, you get nothing if nobody comes with you. So
Right.
you could work with somebody for 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 years. And then all of a sudden they didn't either like who you sold to, who you merged with, who the new leadership is going to be. And another company could have given them a sweet offer, could have given them, 9 free months or whatever, and they don't come with you. Well, guess what? You literally do not have an asset. You have a relationship, but you don't have an asset.
Yeah.
So, with EXP, you in essence are growing a brokerage by being able to attract agents to the company. And then, why would you not stay with having stocks,
Yeah.
with having all the training, having, other, so many opportunities? It's just the collaboration and there's so many people that have vested interest in you, seeing you succeed, that um, that to me is truly building an asset. And then I can will it to my kids. I mean, that's, I feel like I'm truly, I truly have a bigger plan. I truly am building a plan. At some point, I'm not going to want to work as hard as I do today. I might, and from a health standpoint, I might not be able to work as hard as I do today. And
Yeah.
so this is also an insurance policy on my future as well. So it's just being a good planner.
Hmm.
And today really just kind of brought back that excitement of where this company is going, how this company is growing, growing with the right people, with the right mindset. And this company is already changing a bunch of lives, and it's going to change even more.
Yeah.
And then I think, to finalize that is, um, somebody asked Dave, is it too late to get into EXP? And he laughed and he said, it took us, 11 years to get to 42,000, and we're going to double that in 1 year next year. So it sounds like now is the best time
Yeah. No kidding.
to get to EXP. So
Yeah.
that's
I
pretty.
think, I think the move is there. And a lot of that, I as I talk about it, and as me and Mary Gill made that business decision to come over to EXP, we talk a lot about how we can bless others at a faster pace. I mean, this gives us an opportunity to really kind of give back to our community when we want to, when we can, and
Yeah,
really support those. And we're just honored that we get an opportunity to join something and just see the fruit grow, and
absolutely.
really just give back. You can really bless your communities, and have something, and really make a name for yourself, but also just create a better community around you. And so that's what we've seen the most with EXP.
Yeah.
um Swap gears a little bit on you.
Yeah.
uh
Yeah.
what's the business plan for your team? Have you guys done your business planning yet for
No,
2021? Yeah.
we have not yet. However, it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
I've got a long-term goal to get to 1,000 homes in 1 year. I don't believe that's going to be hit next year, but I would say my minimum goal is 600 homes sold next year, and then it'd be really cool to
Oh,
hit
you're so
750.
modest.
Oh, that's funny.
Our 4-year goal, we're going to hit this year for the first time.
Really
We're going to do 100 transaction
good
size.
for you.
So, yeah, little old Auburn. Yeah, we'll do it.
I love it.
Me and Mary Gail, we're super pumped, man. And, I think we're growing a little bit faster than we
Sure.
thought, than we really even thought, to be completely honest with you. We've got a buyer's agent with us right now. We've got another one coming on now, possibly 2 more in January that we're chatting with.
Awesome.
So, we're really pumped, man. I think those goals, Mary Gill always calls me crazy. So I tell everyone, I was like, if you want to learn from me, understand, you have to understand me first. I'm a C student in life. And I always make my goals to where it's when I do 70% of 100% of the goal, that's usually the good goal. So now I have to really kind of raise the bar and
Yeah.
adding a couple more agents and what our team goals and what we plan to put into action. I don't see why we can't hit 150 next year. I
There
think
you go.
I think it's realistic.
Hey, I mean, I remember, hitting that 100 was probably the hardest.
I think
And
there's
then,
a different level. Well, like you can, you can kind of jerry rig your way up the ladder in
yeah,
transactions every year. But once you
yeah,
like, so I was listening to like a Tim and Julie Harris podcast or something. They were like, 0 to 15 million, you can kind of limp your way into, accidentally fall into 15 million in volume. They're like, but going from 15 to 30, which we're going to be nearly there, but they're like,
mhm,
15 to 30, it actually takes systems and processes. And once you get on beyond there, you've got to
absolutely.
really master your systems and processes. So
Yeah,
we are hardcore working on that, launching some awesome products that are going to be hitting the winter time this year.
sweet. That's exciting.
I couldn't be more pumped for when we get to December for our business, but I mean more pumped for in the next week. I'll have another daughter. So
Right.
uh,
There you go.
yeah, yeah. But anyways, Gusty, we've been on for literally almost exactly 30 minutes. Is
Yeah.
there anything else you want to tell my Facebook friends?
Man, well, hey, you got a good guy with Alex right here, and man, you're a real superstar.
Eh,
And y'all are doing a great job, you and Mary Gell down in Auburn, and man, we're so happy to be partners with you. And anytime you need anything, you know how to find me, and
Absolutely.
always happy to help out. And maybe we'll have some football this weekend. I missed my football this past weekend.
I don't want to talk about it. I did watch the Masters all weekend. Wait, so it's Monday after the Masters.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
There you
I
go.
did wear this shirt today.
I
That's
like
kind of
that.
that was a
I like
golf
that.
tournament. That was a golf tournament by a local guy.
Well,
Anyways,
hey,
well,
you
yeah,
might need to get your sleep before
I
Thursday
know.
or Friday. So
I know. I know. Well, thank you so much for coming on, man.
yeah, man.
And thank you for sharing some knowledge with everybody. You're pumped, guys. If you have any questions about EXP, if you have any referrals for anyone moving to Birmingham, that area, pretty much anywhere around the world at this point, just let us know. I know we have a great agent
We
in
can
that
help.
area. We can help you. We can help you. So, anyways, thank you, Gusty. I hope
Yeah, man.
everyone enjoyed it, and we'll have to do this again soon.
Absolutely.
Thanks, buddy.